Hello everyone, welcome to Balkrish Academy. This video lecture will be beneficial for students who are preparing for CSIR NET, GATE, DBT or any other competition exam in life sciences. BSc and MSc students will also be benefited by this. Today we will discuss about the basic concept of enzyme. It is very important topic for all competition exams. In the end of this video, we will also discuss some previous year questions of CSIR NET and GATE which have been asked from this topic. Now we are going to deal with the basic introduction of enzyme. Let's take an example. To understand the concept of enzyme. A student takes 4 hours to complete her homework. Now, same homework is completed by her in 2 hours with the help of her tuition teacher. So that means tuition teacher increases her working speed. We can apply same concept in case of enzymes also. Student act as substrate. Tuition teacher act as enzyme for her student who helped her in increasing her working speed. So, what is the function of enzyme? Enzymes simply speed up the reaction in which substrate react to form product. It can't initiate reaction, it just accelerate the whole process. Fine. Let's move to introduction. An enzyme is a biocatalyst that increases the rate of chemical reaction without itself being changed in the overall process. Almost all cellular reactions are mediated by enzymes. That means all biological reactions that occurring in our body are enzymatic reactions. Next is the biochemical nature of enzymes. Nearly all known enzymes are proteins except a small group of catalytic RNA molecules. That means it's a very important point. Most of the enzymes that are found in our body are protein molecules. But not all enzymes are proteinaceous in nature. Some RNA molecules can also act as enzyme. So, proteins and RNA can both act as enzyme. Next are the characteristics of enzymes. Like catalyst, some enzymes can't initiate the chemical reaction and also don't change its equilibrium state. It only speed up the rate of reaction. I have already discussed this point in previous slide. Next is enzymes are highly specific in nature. That means there are specific enzymes for all substrates in the reaction. What makes enzyme specific to each substrate? This is due to active site. It is that region of the enzyme where substrate binds and catalysis occurs. The unique and physical and chemical properties of active site limits an enzyme activity to specific substrate. Next is enzyme, like other proteins, have high molecular weight ranging from about 12,000 to more than 1 million. Next is enzyme gets denatured by very high temperature and pH. Every enzyme requires specific temperature and pH conditions for function. Now it's very important. I'll discuss this point in detail in further slides. Because there are a lot of factors which affect enzyme activity. Next is, now let's see. We just discussed that enzyme accelerate the process, but we don't discuss that it accelerate reaction by what factor. Please note this point. It accelerate reactions by factor of as much as millions or more. So by this we can get an idea that in the absence of enzyme, reaction can take thousands of years to complete. Next is the type of enzymes. Here we are talking about only proteinaceous enzymes, not of RNA. Enzymes can be divided in two general classes, simple and conjugated. Simple enzymes consist entirely of amino acids, whereas conjugated enzymes consist of proteins as well as non-protein component. If non-protein component is organic molecule, for example vitamin, then it is called coenzyme, and in other case if non-protein part is inorganic like metal ion, then it is called cofactor. Now conjugated enzymes require prosthetic group. Conjugated enzyme always require prosthetic group like coenzyme or cofactor to function. So conjugated enzymes are inactive in the absence of them. Now we should know the terms like what are holoenzymes, apoenzymes and prosthetic groups. In case of conjugated enzyme, the only protein portion is inactive and it is called apoenzyme. When prosthetic group like cofactor or coenzyme binds to protein portion, then the whole structure is known as holoenzyme, and it is active form of enzyme and ready to bind with substrate and perform its function. So apoenzyme, when binds with cofactor and coenzyme, then it forms holoenzyme. Next topic is classification of enzymes. It is very important topic for GATE Life Sciences and CSIR NET Part B. Enzyme Commission has developed a rule for naming enzyme. According to this rule, each enzyme is classified and named according to type of reaction it is catalyzes. So there are 6 classes to which different enzymes belongs. These classes are oxidoreductase, transferase, hydrolase, lyase, isomerase, and ligase. Let's discuss in brief about each and every class in further slide. Next is classification of enzymes. First is oxidoreductase. As the name indicates, it catalyzes oxidation reduction reactions. For example, oxidases, dehydrogenases, oxygenases, peroxidases, etc. Next is transferases. Transferases catalyzes reactions that involves a transfer of groups from one molecule to another. For example, transcarbamylases, transaminases, kinases, and phosphorylases. Next is hydrolase. Hydrolase are class of enzymes that use water. Hydrolases use water to break a chemical bond, which typically results in dividing a large molecule into smaller molecule. For example, phosphatase, peptidase, phosphodiesterase. Next is lyase. It is an enzyme that catalyzes a breaking of various chemical bonds by means other than hydrolysis. So let's see, this is the basic difference between hydrolase and lyase. Hydrolase uses water to break a chemical bond, whereas lyase do not. It results in the formation of double bond or new ring structure in case of lyase. For example, aldolase synthases, dehydratases, decarboxylases. Next are isomerase. Isomerase catalyzes several types of intramolecular rearrangements and yield isomeric forms. For example, mutases, cis-trans isomerase, epimerase, racemase. Next is ligase. Ligases are the enzymes that are capable of catalyzing the reaction of joining two large molecules by establishing new chemical bond with simultaneous hydrolysis of ATP. So what is the function of ligases? To join two large molecules. So what is important in this? By hydrolysis of ATP. It is very important in case of ligases. For example, carboxylase and synthetase. So note this point, synthetase comes under ligase, whereas synthase comes under lyase. So we must remember the type of reaction catalyzed and example of enzymes come under each class, because questions have been asked from this topic in section B of CSIR NET as well as Life Sciences GATE. Next is vitamin B complex and their coenzyme forms. So we must remember coenzyme form of each vitamin as well as type of reaction in which they are involved. For example, first is thiamine. Its coenzyme form is thiamine pyrophosphate. It is also called thiamine diphosphate, and it is involved in decarboxylation and aldehyde group transfer. Next is riboflavin. Its coenzyme form is FAD and FMN, and it is involved in redox reaction. Next is pyridoxine. Pyridoxal phosphate is the coenzyme form of this, and it is involved in amino group transfer. Niacin is involved in redox reaction. Pantothenic acid, its coenzyme form is coenzyme A, and it is involved in acyl group transfer. Coenzyme form of biotin is biocytin, and it is involved in carboxylation. And folic acid is involved in 1 carbon group transfer. Vitamin B12 is involved in intramolecular rearrangements. I'm repeating once again. Thiamine pyrophosphate is involved in decarboxylation reactions. FAD and FMN are involved in redox reactions. Pyridoxal phosphate is involved in amino group transfer. NAD positive and NADP positive involved in redox reactions. Coenzyme A is involved in acyl group transfer. Biocytin is involved in carboxylation, and tetrahydrofolic acid is involved in 1 carbon group transfer, whereas vitamin B12 is involved in intramolecular rearrangements. Next is example of enzymes with their cofactors. So Fe2 positive, Fe3 positive, and copper. These ions are basically cofactors of oxidases and peroxidases. Like Fe2 positive and Fe3 positive are cofactors of cytochrome oxidase, catalase, peroxidase, xanthine oxidase. Next is copper. Copper 2 positive is a cofactor of cytochrome oxidase, lysyl oxidase, superoxide dismutase. So zinc is the cofactor of carbonic anhydrase, alcohol dehydrogenase, carboxypeptidase. Magnesium ion is a cofactor of glycolytic enzymes like hexokinase, enolase, glucose-6-phosphatase. Manganese ion, it is a cofactor of arginase, enolase, pyruvate carboxylase. Potassium ion is a cofactor of pyruvate kinase. Nickel is cofactor of urease. Molybdenum is cofactor of dinitrogenase and xanthine oxidase. Selenium is a cofactor of glutathione peroxidase. It is very important to memorize all enzymes with cofactors involved. Some previous year questions of CSIR NET GATE related to this topic. So when we solve previous year questions, we should know some tricks along with knowledge. I will make separate video on that. So let's move to first question. Which one of the following coenzymes pairs correctly with groups transferred? अब हमने इसमें क्या करना है, करेक्ट पेयर को फाइंड आउट करना है कि कौन सा कोएंजाइम कौन से ग्रुप को ट्रांसफ़र करता है. एज डिस्कस्ड इन प्रीवियस स्लाइड्स, वी नो दैट को ए इज़ इन्वॉल्व इन द ट्रांसफर ऑफ एसाइल ग्रुप, and so it is the wrong option. Second is NADP positive. NADP positive is a coenzyme of niacin, and it is involved in the transfer of it is involved in redox reactions, so it is also wrong option. Next is thiamine pyrophosphate. Thiamine pyrophosphate is involved in decarboxylation reactions, so again it is wrong option. Next is biotin. Biotin is involved in the carboxylation reactions, and its coenzyme is biocytin, so correct option is D. Next is some coenzymes that serve as transient carriers of specific chemical groups are shown below. So इसमें भी वैसा ही क्वेश्चन है, कोएंजाइम को केमिकल ग्रुप ट्रांसफर से हमने मैच करना है. फर्स्ट इज पी, कोएंजाइम ए. कोएंजाइम इज ए इज इन्वॉल्व इन द ट्रांसफर ऑफ एसाइल ग्रुप, सो पी करेक्टली पेयर विद 2. Next is flavin adenine dinucleotide. Flavin adenine dinucleotide is involved in the transfer of electrons, so Q correctly pair with 1. So P is 2, Q 1. देखो यहीं से हमें आंसर मिल जाएगा P2 Q1. बाकी जो ऑप्शंस हैं वो भी हम एक बार ही देख लेते हैं. पायरिडॉक्सिल फॉस्फेट. पायरिडॉक्सिल फॉस्फेट इज इन्वॉल्व इन द ट्रांसफर ऑफ एमाइनो ग्रुप. Next is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. It is involved in the transfer of hydride ions. So correct option is B. Next question is the enzymes where catalysis involves transfer of electrons are named as. Now which enzyme which is involved in the transfer of electrons? That enzyme we know, oxidoreductase. So its correct option is C. Oxidoreductase is involved in oxidation reduction reactions, so involved in the transfer of electrons, so correct option is C. Let me correct here. Okay, next is in a chemical reaction where substrate and product are in equilibrium in solution, what will occur if an enzyme is added? So substrate और product क्या है, equilibrium में है. अगर हम इसमें enzyme को add करेंगे तो क्या होगा, देखो enzyme के add होने से इक्विलिब्रियम तो कभी भी चेंज नहीं होगा. इक्विलिब्रियम चेंज नहीं होगा, फ्री एनर्जी में वो इन्वॉल्व नहीं होता उसको चेंज करने में एंजाइम. सो ऑप्शन ए, इक्विलिब्रियम चेंज नहीं होगा, ये तो बिल्कुल सही है आपका. नेक्स्ट इज देयर विल बी डिक्रीज इन प्रोडक्ट फॉर्म्ड. सो दिस इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल कि आपका प्रोडक्ट ही डिक्रीज हो जाए. एंजाइम के ऐड होने से क्या होता है, देयर विल बी द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ प्रोडक्ट, सो दिस इज़ रॉन्ग. नेक्स्ट इज सी ऑप्शन इज additional substrate will be formed. देखो substrate will be consumed, it can never be formed in the presence of enzyme, so it is also wrong. Next is free energy of the system will change, so this is also wrong. Correct option is A, the equilibrium of the reaction will not change. Next is Correlate the vitamins in column 1 with their role in promoting reaction process in column 2. देखो पहले हम एक देखेंगे, उसी से हमें देखो आंसर मिल जाएगा. फर्स्ट इज राइबोफ्लेविन. Its coenzyme form is FAD and FMN. We know that these are involved in oxidation reduction reactions. So P correctly pairs with 4. P4 देखो एक ही ऑप्शन में है P4. सो करेक्ट ऑप्शन होगा आपका D. बाकी के हम एक बार ही देख लेंगे. विटामिन डी देखो हमने अर्लियर क्लासेस में भी स्टडी किया हुआ है कि विटामिन डी जो होता है आपका दैट इज इन्वॉल्व इन द रेगुलेशन ऑफ कैल्शियम मेटाबॉलिज्म. सो Q करेक्टली पेयर्स विद 3. नेक्स्ट इज पेंटोथेनिक एसिड. इट्स कोएंजाइम फॉर्म इज एसाइल ग्रुप्स. जैसे कि जो बाकी क्वेश्चंस है उसमें भी हमने इसको किया था. पेंटोथेनिक एसिड it is involved in the transfer of acyl group. And vitamin A it is involved in visual cycle भी हम आगे जाके पढ़ेंगे. इसमें रोडोप्सिन और रेटिनोइक एसिड ये कंपोनेंट्स यूज़ होते हैं, इन्वॉल्व होते हैं. ठीक है. सो इट्स करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज D. P4, Q3, R2 and S1. So next is match the following enzymes in column 1 with their cofactors in column 2. So this question is similar to previous questions. Pyruvate decarboxylase. अब हमने पढ़ा था कि decarboxylation में कौन सा जो कोएंजाइम है वो इन्वॉल्व होता है, दैट इज थायामीन पायरोफॉस्फेट TPP. सो P करेक्टली पेयर्स विद 4. देखो P4 एक ही ऑप्शन में है. सो ये देखो एक ही, अगर एक भी हमें पता हो तो इसी से हमारा क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हो जाता है. सो पायरुवेट डीकार्बोक्सिलेज करेक्टली पेयर्स विद थायमिन पायरोफॉस्फेट. बाकी के अगर हम देखें तो नेक्स्ट इज ग्लिसरल्डिहाइड 3 फॉस्फेट डीहाइड्रोजिनेज. अब ये है आपका ग्लाइकोलिटिक. ठीक है, ग्लाइकोलिटिक एंजाइम है. तो ग्लाइकोलिसिस में कभी भी आपका NADP यूज़ नहीं हो सकता. ठीक है, उसमें हमेशा NAD यूज़ होता है बिकॉज इट इज़ कैटाबॉलिक प्रोसेस. सो Q करेक्टली पेयर्स विद 3. अब देखो बायोसाइटिन जहाँ पे भी बायोटिन आ जाए दैट मीन्स दैट इज इन्वॉल्व इन कार्बोक्सिलेशन रिएक्शंस. सो कार्बोक्सिलेज कहाँ पे आपका R. सो R करेक्टली पेयर विद 1 बायोसाइटिन. नेक्स्ट वी आर लेफ्ट विद ओनली ग्लूकोज 6 फॉस्फेट डीहाइड्रोजिनेज दैट इज इन्वॉल्व इन द ट्रांसफर ऑफ NADP पॉजिटिव ग्रुप. NADP positive is a cofactor of glucose 6 phosphate dehydrogenase. So S correctly pairs with 2. So we have our correct option B. Next is match the coenzymes in column 1 serving as transient carriers of specific atoms or functional groups in column 2. So again वैसा ही क्वेश्चन है और देखो कितने इजी क्वेश्चंस हैं और आपको और इससे आपको क्या होगा 4 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन है. कोएंजाइम A इज इन्वॉल्व इन द ट्रांसफर ऑफ एसाइल ग्रुप. अगेन नेक्स्ट इज फ्लेविन एडेनिन डाइन्यूक्लियोटाइड. इट इज इन्वॉल्व इन ट्रांसफर ऑफ हाइड्रोजन एटम्स. नेक्स्ट इज पायरिडॉक्सिल फॉस्फेट. इट इज इन्वॉल्व इन ट्रांसफर ऑफ एमाइनो ग्रुप. थायामीन पायरोफॉस्फेट दैट इज इन्वॉल्व इन ट्रांसफर ऑफ एल्डिहाइड ग्रुप. Thiamine pyrophosphate that is involved in transfer of aldehyde group as well as decarboxylation reactions. So correct option is A. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you really like this video then don't forget to subscribe my channel. In upcoming videos I'll try to cover all the important topics as well as previous year questions. So stay tuned to my channel. Thanks for watching.